guys, today I would like to share with you information about the origin of vaccines and their benefits and dangers among various age groups. At one point or another, it's likely we've heard something good or something frightening about vaccines. While immunizations are an important development in the health world and there are many benefits associated with them, some dangers still present themselves. The origin of vaccines seems to be somewhat cruel, but that rocky road led us to the developments that we have today and helped get us to where we are. Many benefits present themselves for children, teens, and adults alike, while there are only a few dangers in certain circumstances. Let's start at the top with the origin of vaccines. In 1796, there was a smallpox epidemic in the United Kingdom. While this epidemic was taking place, a man by the name of Edward Jenner, who lived in Berkeley, England, was making observations that would later lead to a cure for smallpox and the discovery of vaccinations. Jenner had been observing milkmaids who had been exposed to the cowpox virus, and he noted that they did not contract the smallpox virus. Edward Jenner then inoculated, which means to introduce an infective agent into an organism, a young boy with cowpox, and used him as an example to show that if one would contract cowpox, they would later be immune to the smallpox disease. When vaccinations started to become more common practice in the late 17 to 1800s, doctors would make incisions in their patients' forearms and introduce a preventative virus or bacteria into the patient's immune system. Since then, though, our vaccines have become more advanced and are now as easy as a needle in your arm. Along with the progress in the administration of vaccines, the benefits of vaccines have also improved indefinitely. Now, we'll discuss the benefits of vaccines today for children, teens, and adults. As far as immunization for children goes, the benefits they reap from them are detrimental to their health as they grow up. The diseases that are typically deadly to children are a little less prominent today, but they're still present. While these diseases are less prominent due to preventative vaccines, they're still wreaking havoc in the lives of those who cannot afford to immunize their children or the lives of those who just don't. Many parents and guardians don't see the need to immunize their children because they think that most of the very dangerous diseases live across the border or in the third world countries. But in reality, diseases don't really care about borders. In addition to being a preventative device, vaccines can also strengthen a child's immune system as they grow up. The benefits of immunizations don't stop at children, though. The four main vaccines for teenagers are those for influenza, meningococcal, HPV, and TDAP. Let's start with the immunization we are probably most familiar with, influenza. This vaccine introduces antibodies to our immune system to help prevent infections that can lead to the flu. In order for this vaccine to be effective, we have to administer it seasonally, typically around October. This immunization protects us from H1N1, H3N2, and the influenza B virus. The next vaccination we're probably familiar with is the meningococcal. This vaccination protects us from any of the three kinds of meningococcal, which is a serious disease caused by the same bacteria that leads to meningitis. Most of us were required to have this vaccination before we started school this year. The next common vaccine for teenagers is HPV. HPV is commonly known for its prevention of cancer. While the HPV immunization is most widely known for that, it does help prevent some forms of STDs. Last but not least, for teens, the TDAP is a triple threat vaccine that prevents three bacterial diseases. The three diseases that TDAP protects us against are tetanus, diphtheria, and the whooping cough. As we enter our adult lives, we'll want to protect ourselves against more age-sensitive diseases. According to the CDC, adults should be vaccinated for many reasons, a few of which include that it protects them from age-sensitive diseases, it strengthens their immune system, and you can save money, and also you can protect others like your family. Adults should routinely get the influenza shot and a booster shot for their TDAP vaccine that they should have had when they were a teenager. Considering that immunizations help strengthen their immune systems, adults will be less likely to contract more common or even more serious diseases as they continue growing. While these vaccines may cost money to receive, in the end it could end up saving them money. Because if they get sick, they could miss work and they could get their family sick, and that would just lead to more doctor bills and less money coming in. Another thing is that it will help protect their family and those around them. If they don't get sick, their family and those spending time around them are at a lower risk of getting sick. While vaccines are highly beneficial to our health and the health of others, some dangers may still present themselves. For one, the side effects of some shots have a possibility of being intimidating for those considering getting that shot. While vaccines are typically thoroughly tested before use, some side effects can present themselves in certain situations. Occasionally, an experimental vaccine will be used, but only in extreme cases, such as that for a disease we don't have a cure for, or one that we don't really know what it is. Some say that one side effect of a vaccine is autism. The CDC has researched this possible connection between vaccines and autism, and they have come to the conclusion that there is no possible link between vaccines and autism. They conducted several observational experiments on various individuals' brain function, behavior, language, and coordination several times over to determine that there is no relationship. So while there may be the occasional side effect here and there are relatively no dangers to getting vaccines. In conclusion, vaccines are an amazing accomplishment by the human race. We found a way to successfully help our bodies prevent diseases and strengthen our immune systems before we even need to. Vaccines have many benefits for those of all ages, children, teens, and adults alike. And while some people believe vaccines are dangerous, there is little to no harm in getting your vaccinations. Thank you all for listening. Have a great day.